End of the road, buddy boy.
Homelander does something not so nice to A-Train in this season premiere. On behalf of your characters, or anything you'd like to say to the boys fandom? I'm sure they're going to be crushed.
Whoops. You hire a dog, you don't like it when he bites,
What was I so afraid of? You are nothing.
I think the fans are really going to be blown away by that moment and probably pretty devastated. How did you react when you, hopefully with advance notice, heard the news that was happening?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with the most advanced notice, to be honest with you, because I think towards the end of season 4, I started asking the question of like, what in the world what's the possible outcome for the situation that A-Train was sort of putting himself in. I just felt like every decision he made dug his hole a little bit deeper. And, I went to Eric Kripke and I said, look, I personally don't see like a reasonable way out. Like, I don't see him surviving, what he's doing right now in any shape or form. What are we going to do? Because like, we're all expecting to do a season 5. And he's like, honest with you, I don't know. We're not going to deal with it in season 4. We're going to just deal with it in season 5. So I felt like even in that moment, I knew that was like the start of the end. You know what I mean? I felt like we were just waiting to see how it was going to happen. But honestly, like he had no allies. He had no one that he can like depend on or manipulate or even ask a favor from, really. Who would put their life on the line to sort of keep things going for him. It was a long time coming. I'm happy that he made it this far into the show and made such an impact and such a difference on the trajectory of the story. And that he was able to confront his monster like face to face. And I just think that the way that they introduced the idea in the character's mind was poetic, and I was happy with it.
I still remember when I first read episode 501, and I had no idea.
I had known for like a year by then.
Oh my God.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to anyone.
It stopped me in my tracks, and I texted you right away. And it's a very sensitive thing for an actor to die on in a show, especially one that's been going on for so many seasons. And I was like, Jessie, I just read your episode. How do you feel about it? I'm devastated. And he was like, oh yeah, I've known.
I've known for like a year.
You were so nonchalant about it. You were like, it's chill, man. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm weeping, but okay.
I had been weeping for months and months and months by then. Yeah.
One thing I love about this show is that it's never been afraid of taking big swings and risks, and unapologetically so. And that's one of those moments. So I know certain people are not going to be happy about that, but it makes for good TV. It does make for good TV. So,
he went out with a bang. Again, he made a difference, and I thought that was great. I love the fact that he makes a conscious decision, that he understands what comes with that. And I just like that from the Blue Hawk storyline all the way till now, that's sort of where he is. It's like every time you see him, he's like, let me weigh my options and then I'll let you know what I'm willing to do. And even in this moment, he's willing to die to save, the only thing that he sees continuing. Because obviously the only thing A-Train's going to do if he doesn't come back and save in that moment is just keep running. Yeah. And like, how meaningful is that? It's like, I think he would even get tired of doing that after a while. So it was time for him to put the glasses back on and put his foot up Homelander's ass one last time, man.
There's a whole scene in season 4 where Hughie forgives A-Train and he says it to his face. He says he's sick of holding on to all this bullshit. I think A-Train's proven time and time again that he's making a face turn and he's starting to have more of a soul. And I think that Hughie gives him all the credit in the world for that. I mean, from where A-Train was, I think, even from a distance, I think Hughie can see the growth. And I think A-Train's more than proven that he's serious about this. And I know that Annie feels the same way. So yeah, Hughie's forgiven A-Train. Obviously, they're never going to be like best friends, but I think him saving Hughie on more than one occasion, I think that's really big of him, and the fact that he's doing everything for the right reasons now is also very big of him. So I think Hughie gives him a lot of props, obviously.